And all it took to send Jack Black into a total meltdown was a chicken nugget. Hello, my name is Doko, and I have an embarrassing confession to make. Look at this. That's Jack Black's autograph right there. I met him when I was in Australia, and the only thing that I had on me at the time was this plush toy. He was kind enough to sign it. But today, I will be urinating all over this plush toy because I am ashamed to have ever been a fan of Jack Black after what he did. Jack Black was once a beloved Hollywood celebrity, but in the city of Hollywood, you either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself cancelled on Twitter. Jack had to deal with his first major criticism when he played Officer Derek in George Floyd the movie. His acting made no sense and was universally hated. Film critics pointed out that Jack was too famous to be a policeman and that his casting was unrealistic. A popular Twitter troll known as Chicken Nugget posted an image of Jack Black with the caption, "Officer Fatso." This aggressive tweet captured the imagination of average people and it was received well. However, shortly after this tweet was published, an exclusive photo of Jack Black was released online. Jack Black made a little boy smile, and he was once again crowned a hero. It would be logical to assume that Jack Black had delivered the coup de grace, but this was only the beginning of his descent through the 9 circles of hell. Jack Black was unaware that he had accidentally ratioed Chicken Nugget. His tweet received 14% more favorites than the Officer Fatso tweet. Chicken Nugget was furious. It's important that you understand Chicken Nugget is a highly intelligent yet dangerously volatile troll. When Chicken Nugget laughs, it makes your heart skip a beat. But when he gets angry, you'll wish you were never born. When Jack Black had restored his reputation by making a little boy smile, Chicken Nugget couldn't stand that a stupid fat guy got more favorites than him. Nugget began to post aggressive tweets for the next 24 hours. Everything Jack Black does, everything Jack Black stands for, every woman he's ever made love to was brutally ridiculed by Chicken Nugget. This outpouring of unbridled hatred deeply satisfied Chicken Nugget's audience. But despite the buzz that was being generated online, Jack Black was too busy counting his millions of dollars to be concerned about some angry web troll. And even if someone said, "Hey Jack, there's a chicken nugget who makes fun of you," Jack Black would probably say, "A chicken... what? Who? I'm rich, ha-ha, rigagoo, etc." The only post on Jack Black's official account at this time was an image of a laughing baby. It strongly implied that Jack is off camera being silly and making the baby smile. At first glance, this appeared to be nothing more than soup du jour for Jack Black. He was posting this kind of content daily, gorging himself with millions of favorites. But Chicken Nugget's die-hard audience, a malicious cohort of genius trolls, obsessively analyzed this image, and what they found was rather disturbing. On your computer, the laughing baby will appear to be fully displayed. Look here, it looks normal, right? Well, if you click on the image, the screen will become enlarged. This expanded image is actually a screenshot from Jack Black's personal computer. There are a lot of secrets in this image, so let's just focus on one secret at a time. Secret number 1, the laughing baby. The laughing baby is confirmed to be an original image, as proven by the file description which reads, "Laughing baby original image." This proves that Jack did, in fact, make a baby smile. Secret number 2, Jack Black. Hidden in the background are some never-before-seen images of Jack Black, each image containing a unique personal identifier in the caption, proving that this is indeed Jack Black's personal computer. Secret number 3, Silent Hill 2. Above the Jack Black images, we can see that Jack was playing Silent Hill 2 original version on a PS2 emulator. Unfortunately, it's not possible to know from this image what his thoughts are on the Silent Hill 2 remake, or even what he thinks of the HD remaster from 2012. But we can see that the continue option is highlighted, indicating that Jack Black has saved his progress at least once. Secret number 4, iFunny. The true information is hidden over here, inside the Mozilla Firefox web browser. Anybody with eyeballs can clearly see that Jack Black was viewing images of Donald J. Trump. But those of you with enhanced perception, aka people with glasses, will have spotted this infographic in the upper left corner, which reads, iFunny. During the course of my research, I have discovered that iFunny is an image and video sharing web service. It sometimes has content which is serious, but mostly has content which is funny.
Awesome! Do you love it?
No, it's not awesome.
It's also known for featuring a revolutionary account creation system which allows users to curate content under a pseudonym. The I in iFunny stands for I, the commonly used first-person singular pronoun. I, the user, can contribute to the funniness of the website, but also I can contribute pseudo-anonymously because I have a job and I do not want the people at my job to Google my name and see what I contribute to iFunny. The I also stands for the I in privacy. Yes, it's logical to assume that Chicken Nugget understands the importance of privacy on the internet since he himself operates under a fake identity. However, Chicken Nugget, likely consumed by hatred, committed an egregious and hypocritical faux pas when he decided to dox Jack Black's iFunny identity. Upon closer inspection of the laughing baby image, Nugget heads realized that this information was right in front of our faces the whole time. Anyone who is familiar with iFunny will know Jablinski is one of the website's top contributors of racist and offensive content. He is known for making tier lists of ethnicities and for making odd comments about Barack Obama's beautiful wife Michelle. It's important to remember that Jablinski is from the USA, a country that prides itself on its First Amendment, the right to free speech, which means American citizens had no issue when they found out about Jack Black's racist iFunny profile. They had no issue at all. Unfortunately, though, due to weird cultural differences, Jack Black's racist iFunny account was hated in the country of India. For some strange reason, people from India get very angry when Hollywood actors are racist. So when Chicken Nugget exposed Jack Black's nefarious online activities, it caused social unrest in the South Asian markets. iFunny's web traffic was absolutely exploding, and the administrators of the website wanted to capitalize on this newfound attention. The creator of iFunny is a businessman known as Billy Shears. Billy Shears has created over 25 funny websites, but it's been rumored that he consistently loses money on every single one of them. In an attempt to generate more web traffic to iFunny, Billy Shears sent out this tweet. I hereby confirm that Thomas Jacob Black, better known by his nom de plume, Jack Black, is indeed a user of iFunny's exquisite web space. The creator of iFunny then attached a photo of Jack Black's passport and several recent bank statements. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to share that personal information here in this video. The link is in the description. The dramatic irony of all of this is that Jack Black had no idea that any of this was even happening because he was live streaming on Conan O'Brien's medium-sized podcast. for any of you unfamiliar with Conan O'Brien's medium-sized podcast, the show is about Conan O'Brien interviewing celebrities live on air and trying to reach an audience of exactly 11,205. Jack Black was talking on the podcast when his phone started vibrating intensely in his pocket. O'Brien said, "Jack, I can't help but notice that your pocket is vibrating intensely. Will you investigate this?" O'Brien's viewership currently stood at 8,104. Jack replied, "No, brother. I'm fine as wine. I don't want to be rude by tapping the electro buzzard during a podcast." The viewership dropped to 4,509. The podcast producer chimed in saying, "Perhaps it's an emergency, Jack. Perhaps it is." The viewership rose to 10,544. Jack said, "Kersplow! I deflect your concerns with a little whoopazoo." Viewership dropped to 5. O'Brien interrupted, "Do you know that you're going viral because of your racist iFunny account?" Viewership returned to 10,544. Jack said, "Oh shit, who been squealing on the black man? Was it Kyle Snake in the Grass Gas? That fat bastard!" O'Brien said, "No, it was Chicken Nugget. He's the one." And Jack said, "Aw, what a fucking nugger." Viewership instantly dropped to 0. Modern audiences are highly intolerant of a word that Jack Black said. I can't speak freely about that word because I will get in trouble with YouTube. But essentially, there is a word that was uttered that was dangerously close to being offensive. And that word is fuck. F-U-C-K. Fuck. This is the worst word you can say on a podcast because it makes the audience not want to listen anymore. In this particular case, Jack conjugated the verb in the present participle, F-U-C-K-I-N-G, which is not as offensive, but is still deemed unlistenable. And thus, Jack Black ruined Conan O'Brien's podcast. The city of Los Angeles posted a list of people who are no longer allowed to work in Hollywood. This was called the Jack Black list. The only person on the list was Jack Black. As a result of his bad acting, his racist iFunny account, and his foul language on podcasts, Jack was now the black sheep of Hollywood. I reached out to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for his perspective on the situation, but Mr. Johnson did not respond to my request. Jack Black's future prospects were scary to think about. But what was even more scary was Jack Black's Twitter account. In a state of manic depression, Jack tweeted the word, fuck. Some people were calling this the death rattle of a fading superstar, but that is just total bullshit because this tweet made Jack Black go supersonic! This tweet accumulated over 1 million favorites in less than 30 seconds. Mass audiences fell in love with Jack's bad boy image, particularly enjoying when Jack would post images of himself looking nonplussed. Jack Black's rampage continued with a series of insane Twitter replies. Nobody was safe from Jack Black's completely insane reactions. Internet philosophers tried to study and analyze Jack Black's behavior, but Jack Black was already 5 steps ahead. Jack tweeted, fuck.com. If you type this web domain into Google, you'll find a shop that sells t-shirts and hats with Jack Black's new catchphrase. Fuck merchandise began selling like hotcakes on a cold winter morning. Every man, woman, and child wanted a fuck t-shirt, a fuck hat, or a fuck coffee cup. But there was one man who was interested in fuck more than anybody else.
Billy Shears.
The creator of iFunny contacted Jack Black and said, I have a proposal. Want to listen? Jack Black said, yes. I want. A few days later, it was discovered that every single image and video was completely erased from iFunny. When you logged on to the homepage, the only post available was a voice message from the creator of iFunny himself.
Hello! It's your good pal, Billy Shears. I love this website, but today I must tell you that iFunny is shutting down forever. I know you're probably at home right now saying, why? Oh, this is terrible. Why is this happening? Oh my God. The reason iFunny is shutting down is because we have signed an exclusive deal with Jack Black, aka Jablinski, and henceforth, iFunny will officially be known as iFuck.com. Yes, go to iFuck.com right now. Thank you. Au revoir.
Jack Black negotiated $900 million for an exclusive live streaming contract with iFuck. On his debut, Jack Black played Silent Hill 2 original version and answered questions about his troubled career. He said, "My whole life I've been afraid to make true comedy. I've relied on the same old tired playbook of sex jokes and being loud without substance. Now that I don't have to worry about pleasing the lowest common denominator, I can finally work on my raison d'etre. Live streaming and being funny. Funny as fuck." A participant in the group chat said, "Jack Black, you suck, and your movies are lame, quite frankly." Some viewers came to Jack Black's defense and reassured him that he doesn't suck. He doesn't suck at all, they would say. But Jack clapped back and said, "Nah. That guy is right. Every movie I've ever acted in is just me wearing different clothes and saying different things. Roll back the tape and see for yourself. The Tenacious D movie, Gulliver's Travels, the one where I work in a record store, it's just me in different shirts. It always has been. Except for that time I did blackface in Be Kind Rewind. That was kind of freaky." Jack Black's humility was widely praised, but not everybody agreed with Jack Black's brand new attitude. His musical partner, Kyle Gass, issued a public response to Jack Black's comments. Kyle said, "What a fat retard. Tenacious D movie was so much more than just Jack Black in different shirts. That was the movie that got me a brand new Pontiac G6. Great car. The salesman said no one has ever negotiated a deal that good with him, ever. He said that he was basically losing money selling me the car at such a good price. I bought the Pontiac G6 with the money I made from Tenacious D movie. Nuff said." Jack Black responded to Kyle Gass on his live stream, saying, "Kyle is nothing but a fat loser who owes his entire career to me." Furthermore, Jack revealed a previously unknown secret about Kyle Gass. It turns out that Kyle Gass doesn't actually know how to play guitar. Jack has tried to teach him how to play, but Kyle just keeps playing way too fast.
Because we're playing pretty fast there, right? It's going pretty fast, right? Yeah.
When they record Tenacious D songs, Kyle's guitar isn't even plugged in.
Check it out.
The truth is that Dave Grohl was in the back room playing the real parts, and that's what you hear on the official recordings. To make the situation even more awkward, Quincy Jones, the producer of Tenacious D's music, leaked some demo recordings of Tenacious D songs which feature Kyle Gass on guitar, and they're very bad. Jack Black continued to stream Silent Hill 2 on iFuck.com for 300 days in a row. The New York Times described these streams as a friendly and family-orientated fuckfest. Jack Black had successfully reinvented himself as an internet icon. Yes, very nice. But his Twitter account was only becoming more aggressive. His attacks were now getting personal. specifically targeting Conan O'Brien every morning at 7 a.m. Pacific time. Despite earning millions on his new streaming platform, it seemed that Jack was still bitter about being Jack blacklisted from Hollywood. He regularly uploaded death threats to ifuck.com, demanding financial compensation for the acting jobs he's missed out on.
But I will still be suing you, Conan, because I missed out on a lot of activity this last year. Maybe to the tune of about 100 mil, okay? So I'm coming for you. I'm coming for TBS. I'm coming for Andy Richter. I'm coming for everybody over there.
Call me cynical, but there's one thing about this whole situation that strikes me as a little bit odd. I understand why Jack Black would be resentful towards Conan O'Brien for getting him Jack blacklisted, but what I don't understand is why Jack Black isn't angry at Chicken Nugget. After all, it was Chicken Nugget who made him say fuck on Conan O'Brien's medium-sized podcast. Why wouldn't Jack be mad at him? And what's even more unusual is, as soon as Jack got blacklisted, Chicken Nugget never mentioned Jack Black again. I was curious about this, so I sent an interview request to Chicken Nugget's official email address. I didn't expect a response, but to my surprise, Chicken Nugget actually agreed to speak with me personally. When I tried to call him, he ignored my call 23 times. I figured that I was getting trolled, and I eventually gave up trying. But then, he called me back. I let the call ring out for a few seconds just to build suspense, but when I finally answered, Chicken Nugget said,
Hello! Sorry I missed your call, Mr. Dogo.
I know that voice. You're Billy Shears, the creator of iFunny.
Oh, yes, that's right! I'm gonna call you Matthew McConaughey, because you are a true detective. And guess what? I am also the administrator of the official Jack Black Twitter account. Not very long ago, I had 25 websites, and every single one of them was losing money. I was afraid that I would go down in history as a bad businessman. Until one day, the luckiest thing imaginable happened to me. I was in the Apple shop in Los Angeles, California, and I saw Jack Black playing around with the iPad. And I said, oh my God, it's Jack Black. I can't believe it. Jack Black is in the Apple shop playing with the iPad. Yay! But Jack Black said, can't talk now. Gotta go do a podcast. And then he left the Apple shop. But he forgot to sign out of his Twitter account on the iPad. Of course, I immediately changed the password and seized permanent control. And that's when I hatched my genius plan. I trolled Jack Black so badly, knowing that he would have no way to respond, which would infuriate Jack Black and make him say fuck on a podcast, thus propelling Jack Black to the peak of cultural relevancy, and I, using his Twitter account, would advertise my funny website to the entire world. Ha ha ha!
Okay, I understand that you used his Twitter account to promote your new website, but what about the live streaming? How did you fake that?
Oh, yes. Well, think about this, right? Jack Black has been in so many movies that he's basically said every sentence you could ever imagine. So if you look closely at the live stream, it's actually just an image of Jack Black with some movie dialogue underneath.
The sole surviving record of an uncharted island, a place that was thought to exist only in myth. Until now.
But what about the death threats to Conan O'Brien?
Oh, that clip was taken directly from the movie Death Threat. Do you know that one?
Oh my God, I completely forgot about that.
It's very good. In the actual movie, he says, I'm only joking.
Just kidding. What, do you think I'm one of those douches that sue people?
But I edited that bit out.
So why are you even telling me this, huh? How do I know that you're not trolling me right now?
I like to do a bit of trolling. I do indeed. But primarily, I'm a salesman. I make funny websites, I get loads of people using them, and then I sell them for a lot of money. Today, I just landed a big proper deal to sell iFuck for $900 million.
Who would want to pay that much money for a funny website? Jack Black paid $900 million to get his Twitter password back and to shut down ifuck.com for good. Someone said, "This is the Jack Black I know and love. What happened?" And Jack replied, "I left my account logged in at the Apple Store. I'm sorry." The general public forgave Jack, and 100,000 people signed a petition to get him back into Hollywood. In the United States of America, online petitions are an extremely effective way to enact meaningful change. And so, Jack Black announced that he was no longer blacklisted. In fact, he was already working on a new movie, George Floyd the Movie 2. It's sickening how quickly the world forgets, isn't it? Sure, Jack Black never wrote those aggressive tweets, and he never actually live-streamed Silent Hill 2 original version. But he, and only he, is responsible for saying fuck on Conan O'Brien's medium-sized podcast. And for that reason, I will never be a fan of Jack Black again.